Hello, calculus. While the formal definition of a limit can be pretty complicated to read, the actual concept of a limit is pretty simple. So in this video, we are going to better understand the formal definition of a limit. Let's look at a problem on Desmos graphing calculator. It reads, the function f of x is graphed to the right. Find the limit of f of x as x approaches 2. When we're looking at our function f of x at x equals 2, the first thing I notice is that we have an open circle here. This is known as a hole or a removable discontinuity. Because of this removable discontinuity, the actual value of the function at 2 is undefined. But that's okay, because limits are not about what is happening at the x value. It's about as our x values are getting closer and closer to 2, what y values is my function getting closer and closer to? So there are two different ways I can get closer and closer to 2. I can come from the negative infinity direction and go towards positive 2, or I could come from the positive infinity direction and go towards positive 2. If I'm coming from the negative infinity direction, that would be coming from the left. And if I'm coming from the positive infinity direction, that would be coming from the right. So let's start by looking at the values as we approach 2 from the left. So approaching 2 from the left, we can see I have x values in this table that are getting closer and closer to 2 from the left side, starting with 1, going to 1.5, 1.7, 1.9, and 1.99. We can see that our f of x values in this table are going from 3 to 3.5 to 3.7 to 3.9 to 3.99. So as x is approaching 2 from the left, it looks like our f of x values or our y values are approaching 4. Coming from the opposite direction now, coming from the right side, you can see I also have a table where my x values are getting closer and closer to 2 from the right, starting with 3, going to 2.5 to 2.2 to 2.1 to 2.0001. And we can notice that our f of x values are going from 5 to 4.5 to 4.2 to 4.1 to 4.0001. So from both the left and the right side, as my x values are getting closer and closer to 2, my y values are getting closer and closer to 4. So the conclusion that we can make is that the limit of f of x as x approaches 2 is equal to 4.